Oh, hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, and thanks for joining me on the channel that's chiller than getting frozen by a mana in the winter biome at night. And today I am bringing you the Season 3 closer. It has been such a fun PvP season here on Elite Arc, but the servers are wiping and I'm kind of changing servers. Right now I'm playing on two different servers. I'm playing on the one that Blur is advertising, as well as I'm going to be moving with a full tribe of MTS. So I'm just kind of doing a little solo, as well as mainly the MTS one. So that's going to be our Season 4, and it's going to be really exciting. But to end the season, just like I did last season, I wanted to give a base tour. We have had the Center Pearl Cave the entire season, never got taken over. Our very first episode is us taking over, like literally as it wiped. We actually got in and the server reset and we lost all the stuff we put in there, and on Elite Arc you get kits, and like our kits were gone, so it really made it kind of tricky, and it was really fun. We got like trapped inside and had to like, yeah, it was a fun battle. It's definitely worth checking out and just kind of seeing how the season went. But this kind of starting area I just want to show out was just kind of our buy our time. On Elite Arc you have raid warnings, so if your structures get hurt you get like a little message on Discord. So basically all we did is have this out here, so if something got destroyed we just have enough time to get in and defend ourselves. So we just kind of put a bunch of hidden turrets everywhere. We also did have tech sensors, I know one's around here somewhere, so it just kind of let us know where people were when. But honestly, once we had this tower kind of set up 3 times, and for the last like month and a half of Elite Arc no one even attempted this. So it is not like the most nicely or cleanly built, like it's very effective, but we kind of thought it was going to get wiped by now. So the fact that it's still standing was just kind of amazing to us. So even like when you come in here you'll see that there's remnants of this already being like hurt from before. And this is where a lot of our base defense took place. We usually had a stego in here, and it was just, it's insane. This has been blown up so many times I couldn't even count. Up here we took the generator that powers pretty much everything on the outside, so it makes it really tricky to get into. And it also holds as a second generator as people start to kind of push in here a little bit. Now this wall, this first little baby wall is what I like to call it. A couple tribes have gotten here. Honestly, not as many tribes as I was expecting throughout the season really got to this wall, but there was a few. Family Friendly, Swaps, Honolulu. Oh gosh, I'm just trying to remember some of the other ones. I think Powder Puff got here too as well. So there was a few tribes, but honestly a lot of people just kind of got stuck here. We put a Reaper and then a Stego, and it was honestly a little bit OP, I'm not even gonna lie. And then around this corner, we used to put a secondary wall, but it was so easy just to rush it. Whoa, hello. We had a secondary wall around this corner, but it was so easy to rush that we just kind of had these trailing turrets just to buy some time to... Hello, please stop doing that. To buy some time just to kind of push back to the wall and really be in a good position to come over here and defend. And now, unfortunately, this only ever got actually pushed twice. And the 2 times it got pushed, it was after like, one was Swaps, who fobbed for like 3 days in a row and a minimum of 12 hours on each of those days. So it was really insane. But by the time they actually got here, they were on their last day and they kind of got sick of it, and we kind of pushed them back. So they didn't even really get a push here. They came over here, but they got stuck, and that's when we counter pushed them. And then Honolulu actually did get here too, which is some of the guys I'm going to be trying up with on the MTS server, which I'm really excited about. They got here, but again, it was kind of a similar situation. It was a really long raid. It wasn't multiple day or anything, but I think it was like on hour 5 or 6 or something like that. And they got here and they tried a couple Dianoticus pushes, but it just didn't really work. And as you can see, there's just a couple turrets, but we also have Bloodstalkers, which if you're in this one you're absolutely going to need Bloodstalkers. It just really locks down this area. They can pull off the Dianoticus rushers. They can grab the Dianoticus themselves, so it's just really nice. Throughout the season this one was open. We have our beer and everything. We have our wall defenses, Z's, Y's, defenses, yada yada, and all these small ones are either quick flat kits or rocket rushing kits as well. So when you spawn up, you can just grab a rocket kit to blow up fobs and stuff in here. And then back here we have, we took some of these turrets down to put on the main wall, but we had a wall there as well back down there. And then we have just like all of our beer that we used to used to make, but we don't make anymore because the season's ending and we made so much of it like in the first 2 weeks, so we didn't need like half of it. And then our base has 3 teleporters. We have the breeding area and then the crafting area. Crafting area is the main area, so I'm just gonna come over to the breeding area. Now right away we had some of the best gigas on the server. We ended up in the 80s somewhere. I'm not 100% sure in the last one. For melee for our gigas, and how we kind of did it is we just built this amazing giga breeding area where we just have just rows and rows and rows and rows of gigas, and then we have like the 1 breeding male and then 2 more rows of gigas over there, and I'm not even sure how many deep. I'm not going to count it, but I know we had like something like 120 eggs every time we did it. So yeah, it was really insane. We had some great gigas. We just had non-stop continuous gigas the entire season, so we didn't lose too many giga fights. If we actually went in well, like everyone loses giga fights, right, if you don't play it well, but we are pretty on top of that. And then the remnants of here was we had like a bunch of sheep. For hide is amazing to get with sheep. You just boost all your points into melee, give them all the health that they need, and this is kind of where I did some of that. This is the backside of that other part of the wall. There's nothing really in between here and there, just random turret situation. And we just built this flat. There's that whole water area underneath, but just to make it easy, nice and travel. But we never really come this way. So, and it was go this way back. So that whole area over there I just had for like cooking up mutton. I always like to have cooked mutton for day-oms and stuff, and it was a good use of it. So I would just kind of breed all the sheep here, get the hide, cook it up. And then we also had our tech stegos, which stegos are the best soaker in the game right now. Fight me on that if you don't believe me. And again, I think we had about 80 or something like that over here. So this whole area is super laggy. It's pretty fun. It's kind of like the Crystal Isle of Space, which I'll go over at the end of this video. And then we come to the crafting area, which is basically where the artifact is. And here, right now, since it's the end of the season, we kind of have like just a mishmash. But we had like our war vaults, which had like flak, batteries. I think this one had. I like battery heavies. They're just really nice. Always put batteries in it, because then even like your turrets or your vault or your generator goes down, then you still have a couple turrets that have that. It's really nice just for setting up. But then we just shields, flak, whatever BS random gear that we had. A lot of that's kind of the junk stuff. Then we had like these were all empty cryopods or cryo fridges, but then we had our crafting area. We had like, yeah, we just had a lot. We had a lot of good stuff. We've been burning through it. And then we had a lot more manas because we were going pretty hard at manas at the beginning, but we just kind of got them really maxed out. But they were also in there covering all that up. Then we came over here. Then we had our theories, our oh my gosh, why can't I remember? Tropes. Tropes were amazing. I like them so much for PvP. They are just super amazing. And then we also had Farok breeding. What the heck is going on over there? Okay, I don't know what my stegos are doing over there. But anyways, then we had our rooms for our tribe. Whoa, please don't push me under the map. We'll just go around. Zoop, zoop, zoop. We had our rooms. We had techs. This is not my room. I did not mind. I like his little room. Had set up with the wood, the deathworm horn. Then we come over. We had my room with my amazing artwork because I am just a super artist. And then yeah, I put rugs. I'm not much. I always have a lucky. Gotta have the shoulder bit. And then we had Dippy's room, and then we had Opus when he was with us. Rest in peace. He just left the tribe. That's it. And then upstairs we had Kangix's room, which absolutely had nothing because Kangix is very minimalist. And then we had TGP's room. Hi, buddy. He's gonna be joining me on the next season as well. And then we had like his room is really cool. I liked his little setup. It's really compact, but it fits nicely. Then, or was this Kangix's room? This might have been Kangix's room. This one is, I just don't understand. Oh. This could tell me who it is. This was Kangix's room. I like it. All hail the Dodo King. And then we had Bitz's room too, which I like. It's just very, it's nice. I actually like how we put the glass in and stuff. It is very, very cool. And then we had some bugs, farm. Upstairs we had Lymantria, because Lymantrias are amazing, best soaker in the game, fight me on that. And then we also had our mantis breeding, our blood stalkers. We did a lot of breeding at this base. We had we were at max almost all the time. Then we had our poison wyverns and lightning wyverns, which lightning wyverns I just absolutely love. Same with poison wyverns. And yeah, their eggs kind of stack up if you don't pick them up, but they don't go bad, so you can just leave them on breeding and have unlimited wyverns. It's kind of amazing. And then we had our Paracerethiums, which are like red and blue, which were really nice. They're not the best. They just take a lot of damage. They're really useful for being quick and pushing with like other things as well, but like I said, they're just not my favorite. And then we had our teleporter, which is kind of like on the island that's outside of Pearl Cave, kind of off in the distance. And I really like this one too. We had a breeding spot for giant Kennys, but we didn't render it and it went away. And then here, yeah, this one's kind of crazy. I'll hop on the Air Force. Tropes are great wyvern killers. If you're like going to Crystal Isles, I always bring wyverns. A grenade does like 2,000 damage to a wyvern sometimes, like if you have a good saddle. But anyways, here's our TP. No one ever attacked it. I think Family Friendly bought 2 Titans over to try to fight it, but never really did anything. So yeah, our Pearl Cave would be right there. You can kind of see the tiny little entrance right above the tip. And then yep, so that's our center bases. The only other base we really had, I had an extinction one. It got attacked by aimbotters, and then yeah, I just kind of abandoned it. But you guys can check that out. That one's in a few videos. I also did have Crystal Isles. It's the same one that I had from last season. I really like this base spot. I've only ever been fobbed up on it like 3 times within 2 seasons, and it is super well hidden. I'll probably end up doing a top 5 bases I've ever lived in, or base locations like I've personally built in, and this would definitely be my #1 spot. So I'm going to save the coordinates for that one because it is still really well like unknown. So I don't want to spoil it, but this base doesn't like to render, so I apologize. It's gonna look like garbage in here, and there's nothing I can do with it. Oh, I can turn up the gamma. Okay, well of course it'd be nighttime when I come in here. So this is the Kenny base, so I'll try to get everything to load. It's just, so we never use this base anything besides breeding, and really no one else used it besides me and sometimes TGP. So here I had a couple turtles, where I did my turtle breeding with all the yeeting of the Kennys. Oh no, did I really get stuck in here? Okay. So I just had a few turtles that I like to breed with. And then, oh shit, come on. Get on our way, Kenny. A lot of female Kennys. And then up here I had some more Kennys. These are this is where I would hatch everything. This is where I would hatch everything, so I bring all the eggs up here and just kind of slaughter everything with the Deinonychus of what I didn't want, and then just grow them up here, level them, bring them back over to the center as needed. Also had some Arthropleura, I really like Arthropleura. I have an episode coming out tomorrow, I think, or maybe this weekend at some point. That will kind of show how good Arthropleura are, especially early game. So back here is where we tuck the generator. It's way up top. This is usually where we kind of start building from. And then as we go down, we have more turtles. And then we have just an insane amount of Deinonychus down here too. So that's how we did all the breeding for those. So like I said, when you look around, my game doesn't get happy. It's so much everywhere. So I have to do that to make my game even really work down here. And then I'll just show you guys like the wall and the outside of the base, and we'll call it a good day. So when you come out here, if you guys saw my last season base tour, it's just a lot cleaner. I did help with the building on this one. Me and TGP actually did a great job. Bits also did help as well. We just took our time a lot longer because we weren't in a rush and like panicking, but yeah, no one ever fobbed up. We had that one guy who threatened to take it from us, and then he got like wrecked in 2 minutes. But you can't get a Baleosaur here, and if you build your wall right, even turrets on high right there won't be able to hit the Baleosaur. So then, you know, they can't bring anything with the tech to blast it without bringing a soaker in, so that gets trapped here. So all they can do is whistle turtles in, but with that many stuff, turtles get shredded. And if you have everything on a good mixture of survivors only and tame creatures, it's going to be so easy. This base spot is just insane. I love it. It's not huge, but it's really good. This is like a perfect one to like store all your loot and get a breeding base, kind of like we had on the center. Even though this was kind of more of a breeding base than our main base on the center, but either way works. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do have a merch as well as a Discord, so please go over there and just leave a little bit of love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.